A submersible vessel which takes people to see the wreck of the Titanic has gone missing in the Atlantic Ocean.
13:45 GMT Sunday, June 18, 2023. All the communications with the submersible were lost, and a tragedy unfolded. 5 people lost their lives as they endeavored to witness the wrecks of Titanic. But what exactly happened? Here is all what we know so far. It was Saturday night. Hamish Harding, a billionaire explorer, took to Instagram and announced his participation as part of a crew aboard a submersible vessel, embarking on a journey to explore the wreckage of the Titanic. 250 grands. This is what 5 affluent people, including French explorer Paul-Henri Nargeolet, Stockton Rush, the CEO of Oceangate Pakistani businessman Shehzada Daud and his son Suleiman Daud, had spent on a vessel that would eventually lead to their death. People do a lot to chase their charm, and Titanic, an icon of luxury and grandeur, attracts many fanatics. Probably because it was deemed unsinkable, and the fact that it sunk during its maiden voyage in 1912 shocked the world and left an indelible mark on history. The Titanic also represents a significant milestone in maritime engineering and is a poignant reminder of human fallibility. Its wreckage holds valuable insights into design, construction, and operation of early 20th century ocean liners. Commencing their deep-sea voyage, the enchanted crew initiated their plan to commence a 4,000-meter descent to the renowned shipwreck of the Titanic at 4 a.m. on Sunday. Precisely 105 minutes later, nobody could connect to the vessel, and a colossal tragedy unfolded. Nobody knew what had happened, so a search started. As the search area expanded to 10,000 square meters, a Canadian aircraft P-3 Aurora was enlisted to join the search effort. In the press conference held on Tuesday, Captain Frederick provided an update, stating that there remained approximately 40 to 41 hours of oxygen supply remaining for the submersible. Captain Frederick mentioned the formation of a unified command comprising multiple agencies, working together to address the highly intricate challenge of locating the vessel. However, he expressed that thus far, the collaborative effort had not produced any fruitful outcomes. Following extensive efforts, the mystery surrounding the missing submersible was finally resolved. Officials confirmed that the Titan suffered a devastating implosion in the depths of the Atlantic Ocean, likely occurring shortly after its descent commenced. During a news conference on Thursday, Coast Guard Rear Administrator John Mauger revealed that the search teams had discovered fragments of the sunken submersible in a debris field on the seafloor, approximately 16,000 feet away from the Titanic's bow. These findings align with the indications of a catastrophic implosion of the vessel. To add to the evidence, a US Navy official reported that right after the Titan lost contact with the surface on Sunday, the military detected an acoustic anomaly consistent with an implosion. But why did the 250 grand once-in-a-lifetime ride implode like that? Underwater, implosions occur when objects endure immense pressure. Will Conan, the chairman of the Marine Technology Society Submarine Committee, explained that in the case of an undersea implosion, it vanishes in a fraction of a second. He was also of an opinion that the implosion likely took place relatively early in the submarine's expedition. He described the implosion as a rapid inward collapse, happening within a mere thousandth of a second. Conan noted that this quick demise might have been a merciful end compared to the incredibly challenging conditions of spending 4 days in a cold, dark, and confined space. The event would have unfolded swiftly, leaving little time for anyone abroad to comprehend what had occurred. Conan found it perplexing that communication and tracking capabilities were lost so rapidly. He mentioned that the presence of multiple systems for voice communication, text communication, range finding, and sonar were designed to provide redundancy and prevent simultaneous failure. Thus, the simultaneous shutdown of all systems was a curious aspect of the situation. It sounds like a natural disaster until we find out that the disaster might have happened due to human negligence. The first real piece of evidence comes from the fact that they used carbon fiber just to accommodate more people. Carbon fiber is a material whose properties are yet not clearly known. It behaves differently in different circumstances. In our opinion, you cannot rely on the mercy of probability. If you are taking 5 lives 4,000 meters beneath the seabed. On Friday, James Cameron, a renowned deep-sea explorer and filmmaker, expressed his belief that the design of the Titan submersible was fundamentally flawed, suggesting that it was only a matter of time before tragedy struck. In response, Canada's Transportation Safety Board announced the launch of an investigation. During an appearance on ABC's Good Morning America show, Cameron highlighted concerns with the deep-sea submergence engineering community regarding the carbon fiber hull of the 22-foot vessel. He stated the company was warned that this could result in a catastrophic failure. Cameron further explained that in his opinion, the weakest point of the submersible, which he anticipates the investigation will confirm, was the composite cylinder serving as the main hull, housing the individuals on board. Although the 2 titanium end caps remained relatively intact on the seafloor, the carbon composite cylinder had disintegrated into small fragments. Cameron emphasized that the composites are unsuitable for vessels subjected to external pressure. When questioned for additional insights, Cameron explained that the ill-fated submersible, which had previously embarked on 3 expeditions to the Titanic, would have experienced increased vulnerability with each dive. He remarked, "It's insidious. The way composite carbon fiber materials fail at pressure, they fail over time. Each dive adds more and more microscopic damage." Cameron emphasized that although the sub had safely reached the Titanic in previous years, the consequences of this continuous wear and tear were bound to catch up with them eventually. To balance this nuance, OceanGate submitted a correspondence to the U.S. District Court in Norfolk, Virginia, which had jurisdiction over matters related to the Titanic wreckage site, claiming that a minimum of 46 individuals successfully embarked on journeys to the Titanic aboard OceanGate submersible during the years 2021 and 2022. Bob Ballard, the renowned explorer credited with discovering the wreckage of the Titanic in 1985, 73 years after the ship's tragic collision with an iceberg that resulted in its sinking to the seabed of North Atlantic near Newfoundland, emphasized that determining the exact cause of the tragedy would not be a swift process. Ballard explained that a meticulous examination would be conducted using remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs, to survey the remnants of the Titan. He emphasized the importance of a thorough analysis of every aspect of the tragedy, indicating that it would require careful scrutiny and attention to detail, suggesting that definitive answers would take time to emerge. But how long? The investigation is also facing a bottleneck. One day after the revelation of the implosion of the Titan submersible, officials embarked on a search of the ocean floor, grappling with complex questions on Friday regarding responsibility for investigating this international disaster. The formal launch of an inquiry has not yet taken place, as maritime agencies remained engaged in the ongoing search in the area where the vessel met its destruction. As confirmed by US Coast Guard on Friday, debris was discovered approximately 12,500 feet or 3,810 meters underwater in close proximity to the Titanic wreckage, which the submersible was en route to explore. Initially, the US Coast Guard led the search and rescue mission. On Thursday, Rear Administrator John Mauger of the 1st Coast Guard District acknowledged the numerous inquiries surrounding the incident, stating, "I know there are a lot of questions about how, why, and when did this happen. Those are questions we will collect as much information as we can about now. Determining the authority responsible for leading this complex investigation involving multiple countries remained somewhat unclear on Friday. Oceangate Expeditions, the company that owned and operated the Titan, is based in the US, although the submersible itself was registered in the Bahamas. Oceangate, headquartered in Everett, Washington, has suspended its operations since the discovery of the Titan. In the meantime, Titan's mothership, the Polar Prince, hails from Canada. Subscribe for Adventure Uncovered for stories from the world of adventure. Do you know that Amelia Earhart, a daring lady pilot's disappearance remains a mystery to this day? Want to find out what happened to her? Click on the video link popping up and we will catch you there in a second.